Yeah, it's Ethan. May I come in?
No, you can't come in.
Why can't I?
You ain't been here in days, man. I'm trying to come back now.
It's you guys didn't offer bus passes for me to come back here, so it's difficult to come back. And I called earlier. Nobody answered their phone.
Well, you didn't see out there, but you gotta come back in here.
I'm a victim of domestic violence.
You need to see out there before you try to come back in here.
Okay, I understand. But can I sleep here tonight?
No, you can't.
I was sleeping here 2 days ago. I went to the doctor and I was late coming back because I was at the doctor. And like I can't. You guys aren't providing.
Man, what you don't understand? You gotta talk to Andre first, man.
So I just like if like if
Talk to Andre.
people who are victims of domestic violence, it happens in the middle of the night, and then they have nowhere to go, so they're gonna show up in the middle of the night. I called, and so they should be let in.
Man, don't try to play games with me.
Don't talk like that. That's the truth.
Don't try to play games with me, man.
I'm not being rude when I'm talking. I'm being factual. I'm being straightforward.
Keep it moving.
I'm a victim of domestic violence, and that's see, that's Troy. That's how they feel about people with victims of domestic violence. That's how they feel about victims at 7 o'clock. That's how they feel about victims of domestic violence. And he just like, that's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, don't talk to me like that, he says. Don't talk to me like that, like you're a victim of domestic violence. Like, okay. Like, don't talk to me like, don't talk to you like that. I was completely respectful. I was 100% respectful. I was calm. And he says, don't talk to me like that. Like, that's just like that's discrimination. That a victim of, like, what if your daughter or your son, like, what if your daughter got raped? Like, that's, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, like, what if your daughter got raped? Had nowhere to go. And he says, don't talk to me like that. It says, don't talk to me like that. Like, oh, you just want a victim of domestic violence to sleep outside. That's what you want. You just want a victim of domestic. That's what you want. You want a victim of domestic violence to sleep outside. Like, you're gonna lose your job. Like, you're gonna sleep outside. Like, yeah. Like, don't talk to me like that. I don't know who these people think they are. I don't know who they think they are, or what kind of, like, this is, like, like, every time I've spoken with them, it's been 100% professional. It's been yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, please, thank you. Like, it's just like what? Like this is how you're gonna run your homeless shelter? Like, and like I said, all these staff members have a criminal history. They've all gone to jail for one thing or another, substance abuse or violence or God knows what. And like, why would you hire, like, somebody else, like a person, a member from a church could fulfill this position a lot better. Like, a church is more caring than these people, for Christ's sake. And like, don't talk to me like I've never, just everything I've said on camera, they haven't heard, but they will hear it. So yeah, with no jacket, no clothing, nothing. Like, oh, go sleep outside, and it's like 30 degrees outside, by the way. Like that, and ladies and gentlemen, that disgusts me. That literally disgusts me. And there's nobody doing anything about it. And in my heart, like, in the kindness of my heart, deep down in the kindness of my heart, I would never deny somebody who has, especially a story like this, who had, in the kindness of their heart, would. So I don't have a home, and I'm kind of hungry, and I gave my donuts to somebody on the bus that I purchased earlier because he was hungry. Okay, because he was hungry, and I spent hours, days, and weeks feeding the homeless. I fed the homeless, and like I even donated food to the Rockford Rescue Mission.
Hey, what up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Any bus tickets?
What?
Bus tickets, man?
No, sir. And so I like here I am back at the bus terminal. Like here I am again, and like don't eat, I gotta talk to somebody who's not even like he doesn't, the person who I have to talk to doesn't run the place. Like, I'm sorry, but you don't run the place. Like, your name on the website doesn't say CEO. It doesn't say CEO. Like, you're not, like, how come, and how do you, how like, they honestly think, so, they honestly think it's acceptable. And my theory was that you give people like a second chance and they'll do better the next time. But I've been just I've been proven wrong. I've been proven wrong. And I've also it depends on the pressure and the points of pressure that make that second chance a possibility for the person who committed the wrongdoing. And I'm just not the person who has that ability, because every interaction that I've had with people has always been initiated positively. I've always initiated my interactions with positive energy, which is why the Rockford Rescue Mission didn't think I was homeless. They're like, "Why are you so upbeat and why are you so happy? And I mean, why are you so different?" And I was like, "Well, this just happened to me. Like, I just had my stuff stolen, and I know it was wrong, and I know I'm going to be compensated by this eventually, because it's so wrong. So I'm just kind of going with the flow." And they're just like, "That's," and I explained to them the information, how difficult it is to get help when you lose everything. And they're just like, "We don't want to hear that story." So they have never heard that story. They never heard that story. So they don't even know the systemics to being homeless. And so like it's the police department by no means step in and address this issue with the staff. It's the way of life. I feel like it's the way of life out here, and it's just kind of the way it is everywhere. But you have to look at it from the eyes of like a church. When a church, like a mother, like a nun would come in and help you and cater for you, not cater for you, but would be there for you. I know they're strict, but the thing is, it's like, this, like, it's like a hospital. When you go into a hospital, hospitals are ran with a saint's name or like a church involved or something along those lines, because there's a holistic level of approach to caring, and they just and it's just, and that's how it is. And you would think it's like that, but it's not like that. It's literally they are causing innocent victims to continue to be victimized and go through trauma after being victims of violence, and that's I have zero tolerance for that, and I feel like I am the only person who has zero tolerance for such behavior, because it's been permitted for a very long time, and it's not changed, and the fear is they're gonna lose their job, and when they lose their job, it's like, then what? Like, that's it. That's it. They're going to lose their job, and probably members of a church are going to come in and totally change the entire operation, and like that's like have a zero tolerance. Like these type of people that you want to help, like they're not nice people. First off, usually, I mean, some people in there are nice and some people are not, and the level of respect is difficult to manage. But like, it's like if you're gonna deny somebody who's a victim of domestic violence and you say and they say they don't want to hear it, then I mean there's no respect at all for it to begin with. And I have called, I have updated them, and I've said, and I've been told it's okay, and then the rules change. The rules have changed multiple times there, and so there's discrimination, by far there's discrimination, and I just I don't, you can see from the other videos that I believe. I see the best in people. I do. I see the best in people, and that's why I always say, that's why I believe in a second chance. But there's a point. There's always a breaking point, and my breaking point's like the 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th time, and it's like, and then it's just like, you've hurt me so many times that it's like people don't realize that the court is going to make you pay for it. Like, okay, and I'm gonna stop in a minute, but now that I have the audience, I feel that there's a lady at McDonald's who was at McDonald's who had coffee spilled on her, and she burned herself, and so because the coffee's temperature was too warm, and she got $1 million because the coffee was too warm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like that was from coffee at McDonald's. She got $1 million. This is like they just so think of this is like 100 times worse. All this combined is like 100,000 times worse than having hot coffee spilled on you. And we will all agree that that how unfortunate it is, and how ridiculous it is, and the mentality that these people have, and so I don't know. I would like, seriously. I'd like to. This bus terminal does kick you out every hour. The other bus terminal was funded differently, and they allowed people to stay there for a longer period of time because the modes of transportation, the companies are variant, and some of the companies that run through there go cross country, and so their departure times are a little bit are different. So that's one reason why they don't really kick you out over there, and plus it's not as transient, so I was able to stay there and stay warm, and then eat my food. I can't really do that here, but the last idea that I have is that during COVID, like it was like nobody was letting you hang out anywhere. Like the library wouldn't let you hang out anywhere. Like you couldn't do anything. So it's like it's so bad. It's so bad. And then so if I can't get my birth certificate or anything like that for a job, like during COVID, like you impossible. Like you're literally put on hold for like 2 years, like impossible. And so like the level of hospital and the shelters weren't allowing you to even leave. They weren't even allowing you to get out of your house to go anywhere. Not many people were leaving to begin with, but like if you just needed to, like if you wanted to see like the opposite sex, impossible. Like it is impossible to see the opposite sex. And like that's just like it's just it. Like if you graph it, you can see depression on the graph, like literally clinical depression. You can see like anxiety, trauma, and all of that. And these are things that our government, our local government, tolerates. They've completely tolerated. Well, okay, after COVID, they're still tolerating this behavior, and so it just shows you, like once you get paid, nobody cares about this problem, and then it's if it happens to you, like if you. Here's the thing. If you're responsible in any kind of way for this, for oversight for this, okay, you are. If you're responsible in any kind of way, then you are held accountable. And if you're in, so if and I'm holding you accountable, and you might lose everything. You might lose your job, your pension, and that's why I don't understand why these people don't get it. Like you might lose your pension, and you're treating people horribly. Like you. Like that's not the way the world works. You either provide customer service or provide service and provide a holistic approach, or you get fired. And this is kind of like one of those areas where if it's like there's no oversight. There's literally no oversight for this area, and well, the reality kicks in when the court really makes you address when the court allows you to address such issues and arrive to a conclusion. And I'll also state that, like, I have not made any money from going to court. Okay, I have not made any money from going to court. So it's not like I'm doing this on purpose for money. This is I'm giving seventh chances, eighth chances, ninth chances, and 10th chances, and nothing's changed.